To some, clairvoyance and omniscience is something reserved for religious higher beings. To others, it's something out of fiction, what the wise oracles in novels have to do to help the protagonist save the world from impending doom. What if I told you that the ability to know everything and foresee the future doesn't have to be reserved for gods and superheroes? Theorists believe that a group of clairvoyant and omniscient beings supervise humanity and guide them for the better. These beings are collectively called the Council of Nine. However, other than their good intentions, not much is known about these mysterious beings. What are they exactly? And what exactly is their purpose? Because of their highly concealed identity, no one is truly certain about who or what the Council of Nine is. There are countless theories trying to explain what they could be, and some are more shocking than others. One theory states that the Council of Nine is a group of extraterrestrial beings responsible for guiding human evolution. The theory was first proposed by Andrija Puharic, a Croatian-born physician and scientist known for investigating parapsychology and psychophenomena. In 1948, a private research laboratory called Roundtable Foundation was established by Dr. Puharic to investigate paranormal and psychic phenomena. Among the noted psychics studied at the foundation were the famous Irish medium Eileen Garrett and the Dutch clairvoyant Peter Hurkos, Peter van der Hurk. In the same laboratory, Puharic also brought the Indian mystic named Dr. D.G. Vinod, who began to channel the Nine, or the Nine Principles. Puharic theorizes that Eileen Garrett, Peter Hurkos, and Dr. D.G. Vinod were all extraterrestrial beings from the planet Spectra who were concerned about the future of humanity, wishing to help us evolve into a higher state of consciousness. Puharic became interested in stories about a Dutch psychic named Peter Hurkos after being intrigued by reports that Hurkos had developed paranormal abilities after suffering a head injury in a nasty fall. In 1956, he invited Hurkos to the United States and began a series of experiments to test his claims. Then, in 1971, he met Uri Geller, a young Israeli man who claimed to have psychic abilities. Geller's powers were so convincing that Puharic believed he was dealing with a genuine phenomenon. Puharic became convinced that Geller was channeling messages from a group of extraterrestrial beings called the Council of Nine, and that they were using him to communicate with humans. These beings were said to be responsible for guiding human evolution. Puharic wrote several books about his experiences with Geller and the Council of Nine in Uri, a journal of the mystery of Uri Geller, 1974, and Beyond Telepathy, 1962. Another well-known proponent of the Council of Nine theory is Phyllis Schlemmer, who claims to have been in contact with a member of the Council known as Tom. Tom is said to be Atum-Ra, a prominent ancient Egyptian god known to have shaped the universe. In his book, The Nine: Secret Messages from the Future, Schlemmer relays Tom's messages, which warn of an impending apocalypse and advise people to take steps to prepare for it. The scientific community heavily criticized the theory behind the Council of Nine, which is generally regarded as pseudoscience. However, both Puharic and Schlemmer's researches have inspired many other scientists to investigate paranormal and psychic phenomena. Even though their works may be controversial, there is no denying that Andrija Puharic and Phyllis Schlemmer sparked an interest with what many regard as pseudoscience. In his book, Briefings for the Landing on Planet Earth, British parapsychology writer Stuart Holroyd revealed that the Council of Nine, also known as the Great Ennead, is a group of 9 powerful beings who are said to have created the universe. The Council of Nine primarily appeared in ancient Egyptian texts and later in Greek mythology. In both cases, they were associated with the creation of the universe. The Great Ennead is a group of 9 deities in Egyptian mythology who were worshipped at the Temple of Heliopolis. The Ennead includes the sun god Atum, his children Shu and Tefnut, Geb and Nut, and Osiris, Isis, Set, and Nephthys. The Ennead rose to prominence in dynasties 5 and 6 and remained an essential part of Egyptian religion until the Ptolemaic period. The Great Ennead was just one of several such groupings of 9 deities in ancient Egypt. Other notable examples include the Ogdoad of Hermopolis and the Ennead of Memphis. The Heliopolitan Ennead was not universally worshipped throughout Egypt. In fact, the priests of Ptah at Memphis celebrated Atum as superior to the 9. This reflects that there was no single unified religion in ancient Egypt, but a complex tapestry of beliefs and practices. The Council of Nine's teachings is similar to that of other New Age groups, such as Theosophy and the Ascended Masters. They advocate for a shift in consciousness, away from materialism and towards spirituality. They also claim that we are currently amid a significant evolutionary leap, and that the Council of Nine is here to help us through this transition. Some have criticized the Council of Nine's message as racist, due to their claims that the black race is not of divine origin. However, others have praised the group for their progressive views on gender and sexuality. Whether the Council of Nine is real or not, their message is an exciting example of New Age thought, and their influence can still be seen today in the works of authors such as David Wilcock and Corey Goode. Dave Hunt, an American author, and other writers have argued that the Nine may have been part of an interdimensional governance structure in ancient Athens, where a Council of Nine divinely inspired archons rule. Each Athenian Nine supposedly had his ethereal counterpart drawing from the universal knowledge. It is possible that the Nine was also responsible for passing down the teachings of Plato and Aristotle to future generations. If this was the case, it's no wonder how these philosophers profoundly impacted the world. The Nine may have also been behind the founding of the Templars, a secret society that has been linked to numerous influential individuals and organizations throughout history. If the Nine truly did exist, then their influence can be linked back to many of history's most significant events and movements. In Schlemming's book, The Only Planet of Choice, the Council of Nine is said to be working towards a new age of enlightenment for humanity. They are believed to be helping us in awakening our true potential and creating a more peaceful and harmonious world by influencing the course of history through their thoughts and actions. The Council is also said to work with aliens or extra-dimensional beings to help us advance spiritually. They are said to be helping us evolve into a new species known as Homo noeticus, or the self-knowing human. There is very little concrete information about the Council of Nine's activities. However, their message has inspired many people to explore their psychic abilities and work towards a more spiritual world. The Nine, it seems, was not only the subject of top-secret government experiments, they may well have been the product of them. The CIA's MK-Ultra mind control project is one of the most shocking and mysterious episodes in the history of the United States. For over 2 decades, the CIA conducted secret experimentation on unwitting human subjects to develop techniques for controlling the human mind. The methods used included drug testing, psychological manipulation, and sexual abuse. Unfortunately, the experiment results were often disastrous, causing physical and mental damage to the participants. Army doctor Dr. Andrea Puharich was deeply involved in the CIA's notorious MK-Ultra mind control project in the 1950s, working alongside infamous Dr. Sidney Gottlieb to experiment with various techniques to change or induce thought processes. This included the use of drugs, hypnosis, and even beaming radio signals directly into the subject's brain in an attempt to create the impression of voices in their head. Significantly, he was engaged in this work at the same time that the Nine made their first appearance at the Round Table Foundation. The foundation, now known to have mainly been funded by the Pentagon as a front for its rumored medical and parapsychological research. Puharich was still working for the CIA in the early 1970s when he brought Uri Geller out of Israel. Geller has since admitted that Puharich hypnotized him and suggested that he was in touch with the Nine. It was only after this suggestion that Geller began to experience psychic phenomena. This raises some disturbing questions about how much influence the Nine may have had over Puharich, and how much control he had over their communications. The Council of Nine theory has been criticized by many people, including some who believe in the existence of secret societies. Some critics claim that the theory is based on unsubstantiated claims and lacks concrete evidence. There is also criticism that Puharich's background with the CIA cast doubt on his credibility. Additionally, Phyllis Schlemmer's claims about the Council of Nine have been criticized for being too vague and lacking in detail. Despite the lack of concrete evidence to support the existence of the Council of Nine, the theory has gained significant traction in recent years. This is likely due in part to the fact that some high-profile individuals have been associated with the theory, including the former Senator Claiborne Pell and UFO funding source Hans Adam II, Prince of Liechtenstein, and the Canadian businessman Maurice Strong. In addition, many books and articles have also been written about the theory, which has helped spread its popularity. Could it be that the Nine were nothing more than unwitting test subjects, their extraordinary abilities merely resulting from experimental tampering? Or is there something more sinister at play? Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain: the Nine have always been shrouded in mystery, and it seems that mystery runs deeper than anyone could have imagined. For now, the Council of Nine continues to be a council of mystery.